If you watch the Cajun Cardboard channel, I want you to consider using the PWCC Marketplace. It's a great place to buy sports cards, and you can even support the channel through my affiliate link, which is conveniently located in the YouTube description to this very video you're about to watch. Pause the video, get into the YouTube description, look in the top right of the channel, and you're going to see a link to PWCC. Save that link in your browser, and now you are able to buy sports cards on the PWCC Marketplace just like I do, and at the same time support the Cajun Cardboard channel. Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana with a PWCC September Premier Auction preview. So we're going to look at, I should have looked this up, 41 different basketball cards. We're going to go in reverse order. We're going to start with the current lowest bid. And again, remember, this thing doesn't end until September 21st. That would be, that's on a Thursday, as always, but not in 2 days, but in 12 days. And so, I'm sorry, in 9 days. Bad math there. So you'll see on all of these listings, 9 days away. Let's get cranking. Row one, we've got the oft forgotten about Luka Doncic. This is his Tiger Stripe. It's a BGS 9.5 Min Gem. It's a Pop 13 card. We've got Victor Wembanyama starts to make his first of what will likely be many appearances in future PWCC Premier auctions. Remember, these auctions feature cards that are probably in the 10 to 15 to 20,000 plus range. Sometimes cards slip under the radar. Sometimes cards that people think are going to end for 15 grand end for 7. It happens. It happens in all sports. It happens in the hobby. So sometimes bottom feeders in the PWCC Premier Auction can do really well for cards that probably belong to be in the weekly but end up in the Premier. I'm not saying this is one of them. I just got off on a tangent. But again, first appearance of Victor on any PWCC Premier Auction. And again, these go every month, right? These are an every month auction. And only 41 cards I think is a great thing for the seller. I think these Premier Auctions used to have significantly more cards when the hobby was on fire and hot and killing in 2021 and even into 2022. So only 41 cards and a very long window for people to look at them. These cards are going to do really well. This Victor is a serial number to 50. It's a PSA 10 auto 10, so double dip in there. 1,050 right now. Again, these beginning bids don't mean a damn thing because we're 9 days away. A Michael Jordan Tributes auto from 2001 Upper Deck. That's a Pop 1, only one graded higher, and that card is on card. It looks like it's on card. I don't know that for sure, but I should probably research that. I'm sure if you watch the video that comes with all of these cards, you'll find out if it's on card or not. So just remember, all of these have a video, and you can always go check out those videos. Each card in the PWCC Premier Auction has a video. And then an actual loyal friend of the channel and Instagram he posted, actually reached out to me about this card and said he was going to run it. And I was like, man, I'm actually getting out of my Shaq collection. But if I wasn't, I would be very interested in this card because this is like a best of both worlds for me. It's the Kentucky Big Blue Shaquille O'Neal rookie card. It's a PSA 10, which makes it a Pop 2. This is a perforated card, as you can see from the edges. A really rare specimen here in PSA 10. And it's the best of both worlds for me because I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. I'm a huge UK fan. And of course, I got to watch Shaq in college, and I got to watch him against my Kentucky Wildcats. And next to that, we've got a, that's a Pop 2, by the way. Next to that, we've got an MJ 1-of-1 autograph. You don't see this every day. Bulls collectors are not going to be too thrilled. It is a Carolina jersey, but it's that gold Sharpie, and it's hand serial numbered 1-of-1, which is what I love, the hand serial numbering. You're going to see a ton of vintage Kareem PSA 10 stuff. I'm going to go out on a limb right now, and I'm going to make a prediction. I think all of this vintage PSA 10 Kareem stuff is going to go bananas. I think these cards are going to break records. And yeah, I know 2021 exists, and I know that we're in a dip, but we've seen some of these 76, 72, 69, 70 PSA 10, PSA 9, no pop, no PSA 10 pop cards do great numbers recently, maybe in the last 90 days on PWCC in the weeklies and in the premieres. I think this is going to be no exception. And the fact that it's Kareem is going to be even bigger. This is a Pop 9 card, and it's got a PWCC A sticker on it. So big numbers expected for that card right there. Along the same lines, the 73 PSA 10, that's a pop 3 card. 73 is a set. We never see these cards. I think I've seen a PWCC Weekly Auction that had a 1973 card of anybody on it in a really long time. And I'm looking at this card. Kareem's with the Bucks right here. And look who's guarding him in the background. Goliath, right? The Big Dipper, Wilt the Stilt. And then a Jordan Black Label here. That's a pop 4 Black Label. I've never heard of a pop 4 Black Label, but this one is Jordan on-card auto from 2003 SP Signature Edition. What a gorgeous card that is. There can't be many Jordan Black Labels out there in the wild. A Wilt PSA 6.5 at auction. So this is an example of a card that I think may not belong in a PWCC Premier auction. And again, I always speak my truth. You know, I hope I doesn't offend anybody, but this is a card that I think may do better in a PWCC Weekly Auction. I don't have it pulled up, but we can do that on my channel. Because we're pretty spontaneous and impromptu. So let's look it up and just kind of get an idea what this card's worth. A 6.5 Wilt 1961 Fleer Wilt PSA. Let's see if they have 6.5 in here. I don't know if they're going to have that or not. They don't, but they have a 6. PSA 6 is about a $4,000 card. A PSA 7 is about a $10,000 card. I'm telling you, I just don't think this is a card. Honestly, this is just my personal opinion. I don't think this is a card that belongs in the Premier. It probably would do better in the Weekly with more eyes on it. I think a lot of the people in the Premier are going to get lost in the shuffle and be hyper-focused on some other cards. I like this 1976 Kareem PSA 10. So that's, if we're keeping track at home, that's 3 PSA 10 Kareems with a pop of 10 or lower, 10, 9, and 3. That's a monster card right there. We've got a Trae Young minimum gem. Boy, have his cards fallen. There's another card that we can look up just to see. And you know, it's one of those deals where maybe the cards drop so far, maybe it's time to start taking a look at Trae Young stuff. I don't know. It's not my style. It's not the way I do it. But let's see what this BGS 9.5 at. Ooh, I did something wrong. That's because he's 2018. Tried to put him in the rookie class with Tatum and Mitchell and those fellas. BGS 9.5 Auto 10. That's what you're looking at. A card that's got a pretty sad, incredible story. I mean, you're talking about a card that was selling for 73 grand, 72 grand, 73 grand, 72 grand. Now the last one sold for 9,000. Again, it's a pop 35 card. Here's what's funny is when you look at these, it's serial number to 99, but as you can see, it's been graded over 110 times. And so it's just one of those crack and sub stories. A LeBron SP Authentic BGS 9 with a 10 auto right there. Another Kareem, that's 4. Another Kareem, that's 5. If you're a Kareem collector or you're looking to be, you know, the top dog on the Kareem PSA set registry, this is a chance to make an incredible bold move if you've got enough dough to do it. You've got 72, 73, 76, 77. I can't remember all of them, but that's at least 5 of them that we've counted. Here's a hand-numbered Jordan autograph, and guess what? Hand serial number 23 out of 23. Math nerds around the world are rejoicing in festivities right now. 23 out of 23 is mind-blowing for some people. For me, it's just another number, but the fact that it's serial numbered out of 23 is probably not a coincidence. This is the 1999 Upper Deck MVP Pro Sign Jordan card. Number just showed my max bid, so I'm going to have to edit that out. This is the 1997 Metal Universe Charles Barkley PSA 6. I forgot I was logged in, so you've now seen my max bid. I'm going to have to edit that out real fast. But this is the Barkley PMG PSA 6. Boy, this brings back memories of that set chase. I was once a proud owner of this card. It is a Pop 5. It is at 1825. That's a great card for any Barkley collector out there. PSA 6 is sort of the go-to grade for those PMGs. Let me switch you over to the big screen real quick so I can scroll down past the Court Masters and you don't see my max bid, and I don't have to edit this thing again. But now we're back on screen. Okay, so now I've edited out what my max bid is on the Ultra Court Masters. I am interested in that card. I am chasing it, and please, nobody out there run me up and shield me. Well, I guess it wouldn't be shield me, but don't run me up on that card. We'll see. I've kind of know what I'm willing to pay, and I'm not going to go anywhere past that. It's an interesting topic because some people like to snipe and get in there at the end. Some people like to just put their bid in there. I'm not a person who gets real super uber competitive. If a card is going for more than I think I'm willing to pay, I never really chase it. I don't get that like what's the word? Adrenaline rush or competitive urges that kind of override my logical decisions on what I think a card's worth at the present time. But a 2005 Topps Chrome LeBron Gold Refractor, 2,800 is the current bid on that one. Again, we're working our way from lowest to highest current bid, but these bids, you guys know, you've seen enough of these, and you've probably bid on some cards, whether it's on eBay or whether it's, in a PWCC Weekly or Golden or whatever. The bids 9 days out really don't mean a damn thing. Sometimes if they run early, that's a good indication that there's two whales out there that are looking for a card, but honestly, it's got almost like the numbers that we're seeing for these current bids has absolutely no bearing whatsoever on what these things are going to sell for, other than the fact that it can't sell for less. But again, we know all these cards are going to sell for more. Huge Stadium Club Beam Team PSA 10 here, and the 93 Beam Teams is significantly more rare than the 92 Beam Team, despite the fact that it's not quite as on the radar for most people. A card that's prominently featured along with this one in the Cajun Cardboard MJ hierarchy, which you guys will hopefully recall, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. The live stream roundtable will be the culmination of the entire project, and the posters are in the works and almost finalized and ready for production. So stay tuned. I'll release a video on those Cajun Cardboard MJ hierarchy posters very, very soon, and give you guys instructions on how much and how to how to pay, how much to pay, what you get when you buy it, what they consist of, and then I'll ship them out in the mail. And it's going to take me forever because you got to put them in those tubes to protect the poster, because I want you guys to be able to lay these things flat, no creases or anything like that. So we'll talk more about that on the Cajun Cardboard channel. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon for notifications. And by the way, if you're interested in any of these cards and you're ever buying in the PWCC Premier Auction or any of these weekly auctions, let me go back to main screen. Please, please, please do me a favor. Consider supporting the Cajun Cardboard channel. This channel, which is free of charge, no Patreon, no monthly subscription, nothing like that. It's ad-free. This is an ad, but it's YouTube ad-free. I don't take the YouTube money, so I'm trying to keep these as clean as possible to get the content out there. If you're ever buying on the PWCC platform, which I highly recommend at least taking a look at on the weekly or on the Premiere, consider going into my channel, going into the About section, scroll down to the bottom, there's an affiliate link. If you use that affiliate link and you click into PWCC using my link, a little portion of your purchase price, PWCC's portion, it's no extra money off you, you don't have to bid anything extra, a little chunk of PWCC's money comes back to me to help support the channel. It just reiterates to PWCC that I have a big mouth, people are listening to me, the channel does have some relevance, and it sort of validates me as a content creator, and it helps give me a little spending cash to buy new stuff, of course, but also to kind of work on the channel, to pay my IT guy who does all the stuff, the branding and whatnot, and it helps pay for these Cajun Cardboard hierarchy posters that I'm going to get out in the mail in the next couple of weeks. Two huge Jordans here, the Meltdown PSA 10, which I'm lucky to own a copy of, and the Stadium Club Beam Team PSA 10, which I'm lucky to own a copy of. So two huge Jordan cards right there. Those are cards, if we look them up, like I said, the 93 Beam Team's interesting. Let's just check it out. Beam Team PSA 10. It's going to pull up Jordan anyway, but I'll type it in. So yeah, that's a card. Look at the last one. This card is a card. This is going to be interesting to see where this goes in this video, guys. Sorry, I don't have you on screen share. This is going to be interesting to see where this card goes, because it was consistently, even going back to 2021, which was right the peak. Well, not in the case with many Jordan low pop PSA 10 inserts. 4,300, 4,000, 3,600. Boom, 5,500. That's a huge jump, right? That's a $1,900 jump, something like that. Wait, $1,900 jump right there. And then to jump to 11,400 is just bananas. And that was only a couple of months ago. Somebody saw that and is thinking, well, hell, if that one's selling for 11, if I can get anything close to 11, I'm going to move this card now, maybe in the hopes to reacquire it in the future. There's only 26 of them. It's not very many out there. That is a 1.8% gem rate. As I mentioned before, the 93 Beam Team is pop 26. The 92 Beam Team, albeit more popular, is a pop 103, so significantly more rare card. The Meltdown we know is a monster card right there. That's only a pop 16 as well. If you want to plug in the Meltdown, let's put it in here and let's see what the last Meltdown did. Boom. Boom. Wow. $15,000 was the last meltdown sale. And that's consistently 13, 11, 15. So this is a 5-figure card. No doubt about it. 3% gem rate. So how's that for two minuscule gem rates for two Jordan cards? A dual logo man, Stockton and Magic. Many people think those are the two greatest point guards of all time. It is a true 101 masterpiece logo man. Not one of those knockoff serial number to 3 or serial number to 5 logo men. Right next to that, another Kareem. That's 6 by my count. 6 Kareem cards from the 70s, PSA 10. This is a pop 1. Watch what this card does. 79 is another year. We don't see a ton of 73 or 79. I am not a vintage expert, but I am a PWCC Weekly Auction expert and a Premier Auction expert because I do this every week and every month. I just don't see very many cards from the year 1979 or 1973, and I sure as hell don't see a lot of PSA 10s from those 2 years. Those 2 years, the print run must be significantly lower. I don't know that, but it seems that way just based on how, putting eyeballs on it and kind of tracking these. A 9.5 1985 star Jordan, number 117. That's the second year base card for Michael Jordan. That 9.5 is going to do a monster number. In fact, let's look that one up because I bet you this card is a huge card. Let's go BGS 9.5 117 Jordan star and see what happens. Yeah, there it is. Card Ladder's got it pulled up. Wow. Well, so see, here's another deal. Like, this is maybe a card I don't think belongs in the Premier Auction. I would have guessed this card would be much bigger, especially it might be a consigner remembering what in the last weekly auction, the 84 star, not the 84 star 101, but the other 1984 star cards did. Those were 8.5s and they did monstrous numbers. So maybe somebody's thinking, I'm going to jump on this star run and the star bandwagon, and maybe this card will set a record. Maybe this card will go higher than the last sale. But that's just a, again, $5,000. I don't think the Premier Auction's where you want to put a card like that. That's just my personal opinion. Let's move on to page 2. Again, remember 41 cards in here. That's not a lot of cards. And yes, I know. And no, I'm not bidding on it. I'm just in a holding pattern right now on my Lillard collection. You guys know I do collect it. And this is the one, this is the big dog. This is the only Lillard I really don't have. I probably should, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. We'll see what happens with this Lillard card right now. I'm in Jordan, hyper Jordan mode, and the Cajun cardboard hierarchy's got me, fervently chasing Jordan cards from the hierarchy project that I don't already have. It's just hard for me to look at anybody. In fact, I'm selling my Shaq collection to do this. I have held steady on my Damian Lillard PC collection. I don't intend to sell any of his cards anytime soon, but never say never. I don't know. I'm one of those guys who, the one thing that I know about the hobby is that you have to be flexible. You have to be really ready to make sacrifices and to make moves. I'm not saying I'll hold the Lillard stuff forever, but I have no intention of selling the Lillard stuff. I probably need to keep my eyes on this because this is a card that I actually might be interested in. I don't know. We'll see. This is a John Morant, kind of a faint autograph there. Again, I'm not an autograph expert, but strange time to be selling a John Morant card. Maybe somebody's just sick and fed up and said, you know what, I'm done with it. But this is a Pop 4 and a PSA 9. This is the Stars and Stripes parallel, so it's serial number to 30. And what an amazing patch that is with the 2 Zs from Grizzly. I'm guessing that's what that is. A patch auto Jordan from Upper Deck Ovation, serial number to 23. It's called A Piece of History. This is a Pop 1 with only 5 higher. A gold. A lot of people are not familiar with the inserts from the 2012 Prism. I'm going to try to do this off the top of my head. So in that set, there's the base, there's the silver, there is the green, which is retail only, and then there is the gold, which is the only serial numbered parallel in that particular 2012 first year Prism set. Those are serial number to 10. So this card is serial number to 10. It's one of 4 inserts, and let me make sure I can get this right. There is the NBA finalists, there is the MVP set, which I am actually collecting. There is this USA set, and then there is a, I think it's called From Downtown set. So those are the 4 inserts. Base inserts are very rare. Trust me, I just ripped a box of this on my channel. If you want to go find it, go into the box breaks playlist on my channel. I ripped a whole box of 2012. I think I got 2 total inserts. Period. Not parallel inserts, 2 total inserts in the whole box. I don't think people truly understand how rare the inserts or the parallels are from that 2012 Prism set. We've been desensitized by Panini chasing the dollar and the proliferation of parallels in different colors and animal prints and goat skin and rat nuts and all the other crap that Panini's printing out there with tacos and satin. It's all a bunch of bullshit. They're just adding a bunch of different adjectives and slapping it on there and printing it out. So there's there's a million zillion parallels, not in 2012. And there's a million zillion billion jillion inserts, not in 2012. There's only 4, and there's not very many of those. Go look at the pop reports, do your own research. And again, out of clear, just to be very clear, I collect the 2012 base set in PSA 10. I collect the 2012 MVP silver set in PSA 10. And I'm working my way through both of those sets. So I always try to be transparent. I love that set. Okay, period. I'm pumping it. I'm not dumping it, but I am pumping the hell out of it because I think it's a really important set. I think it's going to be very fondly reflected upon in the next decade if Panini does happen to stop this Prism brand. If they continue the Prism brand under the Fanatics umbrella, that's great. If somehow they work that out, I don't know all the details of that. I'm not a mergers and acquisitions attorney, whether that's going to happen or how that happens or whether that's even a possibility. But if Prism stops, I think a lot of people are like, well, people will forget about Prism. I don't think so. I think that this Panini era of the hobby is going to be very fondly remembered as an era where many of the collectors, this is when they got into the hobby. And so I think Prism is going to be very nostalgic, the same way maybe Topps Finest and Topps Chrome are to some of the 30, 40, and 50-year-olds out there. Another LeBron card right here. This is the Exquisite Collection number pieces. Of course, those are serial number to 23. Great looking patch there. On card auto BGS 9. It's a pop 6 with 7 higher. A Bird Magic PSA 9, but again, this one has a PWCC A sticker, so that sets it apart a little bit. No horizontal black print defect line down, not defect, but print line down here. So interesting card right there. That's a sticker on that one. Triple logo man Parker, Duncan, and Ginobili. That is hopefully going to go to a Spurs collector. I've got a very good friend in my Jordan group chat who happens to be a Spurs collector. I hope that card's on his radar. That card's going to do big numbers. That is a really, really big card there. Of course, it's from Exquisite Collection, which was the creme de la creme. We've got a second-year Doncic Logo Man 1/1 patch masterpiece right there. LeBron James Upper Deck Exquisite limited logos from the second year of Exquisite. Serial number to 50. That is a PSA 8 copy right there. A Jordan 86 Fleer 57 SGC 9.5 and a Jordan 86 Fleer PSA 9. This is an interesting card because you don't see this card too often in SGC. But let's see what an SGC 9.5 goes for. Or are we? There we go. Here we go. It's a pop 32. Again, I don't know. It just seems like an odd choice to grade that card in an SGC. I guess everybody's got their reasons, but and I'm not saying there's not a time and a place for SGC. It's just this is 86 Fleer is not the time or the place, and I'm sure the card's going to do fine. I'm going to sound like an idiot, but 3,382 have been graded by SGC. Only 32. That's about 1% by my calculations. Well, a little bit less than 1%, 0.86%. Have gemmed with SGC a little bit. It's actually even a stricter gem rate than PSA and BGS, where over 39,000 have been graded. So most people grade those with PSA and then they go to BGS next. 2015 Prism Gold LeBron James BGS 9.5. This card will do big numbers. LeBron James cards are dipping, and they're dipping miserably. Primarily his rookie stuff, but I think some of this Gold Prism stuff is going to do just fine. It'll be interesting to see where this one goes. I wonder if this card's even in card ladder. What did we say? 2015 Prism Gold. Let's just wander in here and see if that's even in here. Prism. Oops. Gold LeBron. I wonder. Nah, it's not going to be in there. I guess we could go into sales history and just type in BGS 9.5 and see the last time this card sold. Of course, remember Card Ladder's got the Card Ladder sales history where you can search for really any card that's ever sold. None of these are matching yet. None of these. These are all gold and they're all Prism per se, but none of those are our cards. So we're not gonna glean any information out of that. The true RPA for Doncic, BGS 8.5. There's a card that's had another wild ride, just like the Trae Young from the same rookie year, 2018, serial number to 99. An interesting journey for that card right there, specifically in that grade, affordable grade right there. Perhaps, I don't know, something to keep an eye on. Ultimate Collection LeBron, BGS 9.5, mixed gem with a 10 for the auto. Those are serial number to 250. Another Luka Doncic Logo Man 1/1 non-rookie card. This is his third year from Immaculate Collection. That is a really good looking card, and it is actually autographed as well. So this is a special card right here. That's going to do very fantastic numbers. I can't wait to see what happens. And then what do you know? The third and fourth copy of the 1986 Fleer, number 57, the quad gem right here in 9.5, and then an autograph version of the 1986 Fleer rookie card for Michael Jordan. PSA 8 with a 9 for the autograph is already at $55,000. Remember, all of these numbers you're seeing are not going to include the buyer's premium of 20%. And again, I hear people all the time talk about, well, I don't want to bid on anything because there's a buyer's premium of 20%. I don't want to pay 20% extra. And I was like, well, it doesn't really work that way. You just bid 20% less, and then the 20% is added, and then you're just at the number that is, based on the last comp. You just kind of do some reverse math. You're not actually going to get hit with some surprise 20%. I mean, it's there, so bid accordingly. It's the same with gold, and it's the same with all of the other auction houses that have buyer's premium. You just kind of back out the 20% and do some quick math, 1/5 of whatever you think the final price is going to be, and bid 80% of what you think the final price is going to be, and it all works out. So I don't think that's a good reason to scare you. The cards that you see on here, this is the PWCC Premier Auction. This ends every single month. This is the September Premier Auction. Remember, if you're interested in buying any of these cards, I do wish you'd at least consider going into my YouTube channel, clicking the About button, and going in through my affiliate link. Once you've used the affiliate link and it pops up in your browser, you can actually hit the favorites button and then save that favorites as PWCC/Cajun, and then use that as your favorites. And so anytime you want to go buy a card on PWCC in the fixed price marketplace, which we haven't really talked about, one of these premier auctions, or even in the weekly auctions, which end every single Sunday night, you can do that by just going to your favorites, pulling down PWCC Cajun, boom, and then everything you buy actually supports the Cajun Cardboard channel, which I would be most appreciative of. And in other words, in addition to that, if you also are interested in selling cards on PWCC, whether it be in one of these premieres or in a weekly, you can use the promo code Cajun, all caps. Anytime you're submitting cards, mailing them to PWCC to put them in your vault, or to sell them, even if you're not intending to sell them right away, if you're just putting them in your vault, if you consider using the promo code Cajun, all caps, CAJUN, a little chunk of that will come back to the Cajun Cardboard channel as a means of supporting and letting me know that I'm doing something that you guys care about and that you guys enjoy watching. So again, another PWCC Premier preview is in the books. As you guys know, I'm going to do a recap the day after this thing ends. What did we say that was? 14th, the 21st, next Thursday, the 21st, this will end. That Friday morning, you're going to get a PWCC Premier recap where we talk about what these cards did, and that's when I'll go into great detail. If you haven't seen these before, I'll go into Card Ladder. We'll pull up every single card. Well, we're not going to pull up every single card. We're going to pull up probably 40% of the cards, maybe 15 to 20 of the cards. We'll pull them up in Card Ladder. We'll look at what they did last time, if there's enough data out there to draw conclusions, and we'll talk about it. And I'll ask the viewers and the audience to engage and let me know what you think. Did cards sell for more than you thought? Did they sell for less than you thought? How about this? If you've watched this video and you're still listening to me, A, thank you. But B, let me know which cards really catch your eye. Which cards do you have your eye on? Or if you don't want to share that, that's fine. Let me know which cards interest you. Are there cards in here that you agree with me that don't really belong in here? Are there cards in here that you think are going to set records? Are there cards in here that you think are going to do bad because it's bad timing? That's what the comments are before, and that's why I created this channel, to create some type of give and take, some type of sharing, because there's not too many dudes in Louisiana who do what I do the way I do it. And so you guys are my my sounding board. You guys are my connection to the hobby, and I appreciate your time and energy and effort, and certainly the comments and the engagement that I always seem to get on the video. So again, thank you guys for watching. Good luck if you're bidding. Good luck if you're a consigner. Hopefully use the promo code Cajun. Keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and peace.